quietly resting in the center of town, just like it has for the past 600 years, but not for much longer. The oldest white oak tree in North America has occupied this space
longer than Shakespeare, longer than longer than the entire history of the country. When this tree was first identified by the settlers, it had already been in the presence of the Native Americans for 300 years.
George Washington, who was the first U.S. president, is said to have picnicked under the tree. The headstones in the cemetery, a symbol of the Revolutionary period hundreds of years ago. When the town of Basking Ridge, New Jersey was settled in the 1720s, the tree was such a presence the town was built around it. Generations of townspeople have grown up with it. And pastors in the adjacent church use the tree in sermons as a metaphor for vitality and strength. But there have been signs of aging for decades. This tree has gone through major surgery over the years. In the 1920s and again in the 1940s, rotten parts inside the tree trunk and even branches were hollowed out and filled with concrete in an attempt to prolong its life. By any means possible, they tried to keep its frail body together.
You can see that one cable line that comes down, and there's one on the other side, and that actually goes into...
And while it worked for a while, over the years, the inevitable became clear. Tree experts declared it dead. A tree council set up by the town has decided that with no other options to save it, they'll have the tree removed later this year.
I, like everyone else in this community, have been going through sort of a grieving process, and it has stages. And I think early on you don't want to accept, but you begin to recognize that all living things do come to a close.
They're still undecided what to do with its remains, or if they'll replace it with anything else. Centuries of history in one tree that meant so much to one town. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, Basking Ridge, New Jersey.